Hi, beautiful kings and queens. It's your king, Pili 3. As this is my first message for the day, for sure. Um, I've had a very weird day. I could say it's been fulfilling, but I've I've done fulfilling things with my day. I've made my day very fulfilling. What do I feel like speaking on today? What do I feel like sharing? It's not much, man. I don't have much to share. I really don't have much to share, honestly. But I can say that I am grateful that even within my times of starving or hunger, I've been able to alchemize it as fasting, which is very important for my mind and my body anyway. Fasting is very crucial, especially during these times when the sun is purging so much things out of our bodies. If your body's too heavy, you won't be able to receive any light code informations or downloads from the sun. And like that information doesn't have to be what you think is gonna it's not gonna turn you into a superhero. At least not to save the world, but to save yourself. Like what you're gonna receive from the sun is more like what's gonna help you develop your own mental capability to take on struggle, like suffering, like going through hardship, right? That's what the sun is gonna. Basically, the sun is gonna feed you the strength to withstand a lot of pain. But it's not just gonna come just by you being in the sun. You gotta work too. You gotta do your own workout. You gotta ground. You gotta meditate. You gotta talk to yourself and analyze what parts of you need development. Like it's been 72 hours for me right now without smoking, and it hasn't been purposely. I've been trying to get something to smoke, but it's almost like things haven't been working out for me to get something to smoke, and it's like I'm not really forcing it. I struggle really hard to come up with $3 that United Master paid me for my music, which I know they're not fully paying me yet for my streams, bro. I'm making way more streams than what they're paying me for right now, but it's fine. I ended up coming up with $3. I decided, okay, boom, I got $3, man, because I had $1 yesterday and nobody would fuck with me. So today I came up with $3 for my hard earnings, and I sent it to a guy that but a guy that I always be at the gas station. And as I went to try to pick up what belonged to me, this guy's been MIA. And I tried to get his people to reach out to him, but they wouldn't do it. So I eventually let go of that. I let go of it, and I spoke to the universe what I want my $3 to produce, since I couldn't get what I wanted out of it. And whatever I wanted out of it is what I wanted to still produce, which is me just being at peace. Like at this point, I don't smoke because I stress. I don't stress about anything, bro. Why? Because I do my best to actually live out my life in a very fulfilling way, in a very true way, So I don't stress. Even when I don't have money, I don't stress. Even when I don't have anything, I don't stress. I've overcame stressing for things of this world. It's like, how much are you gonna stress, bro? Like, the only way to make it better is to actually, vibrate at a higher frequency. Once you vibrate at a higher frequency, it's just gonna, everything else will align. And like I said, like, we be thinking we need food and stuff to survive, but it's been proven that man could survive on water only, So food is, like a lot of people say, food is a drug, and I believe it's a drug. I don't believe, I know it's a drug, but I feel like everything in this, if that's how we're gonna look at food, then we could say everything else is a drug too. You could say nature is a drug, but nature is not a drug. Nature is the medicine and the cure to everything. Nature is the food we eat. Nature is part of the ocean. Nature is part of everything that we are. We are the ocean embodied. We have a whole ocean in our body. We are a reflection of this earth. Everything we are is a simple reflection of what this earth already is. So the earth has chosen to embody, to create itself in these forms and to exist and express itself as this, And a lot of people have forgotten where they come from because other species have came into the earth and they have created a world within the earth where they started to control, the earth itself. But nevertheless, the earth on its own is very powerful, truly and honestly. Whether man exists on earth or not, the earth will always go through its own photosynthesis. It doesn't need us to be here. We are the ones actually depriving it of its growth. We men are depriving the earth of its fullest potential and growth. So it started to embody a lot of men to accomplish its duty, because this is its territory. This world belongs to the earth. But there's another world that emerged and created itself within the earth. Some days, most days I be happy. Some days I just be wondering though, like, why did people have to fuck me over? Why did people have to get over on me when they knew I had nothing but their best interest at heart? Why did people choose to hurt me countless of times over and over, even when they knew I had their best interest at heart? As I kept showing up, they kept hurting me. And when I was showing up, I wasn't showing up to take or steal anything from them. I kept showing up to pour into them. So I really don't understand. I don't get why most of the world that I had around me, who I loved so dearly, chose to get over on me and fuck me over. I don't get it. I mean, I get the reward that they saw out of it, but I still don't get it, bro. Like, I've been offered to have those same rewards and I turned it down. Like, what makes me better? What makes me different? I don't get it. It's really just sad. To me, it's sad. Sad. But nevertheless, I'm at a point in my life where, like, I can't count on nobody. I can't count on nobody. I can't depend on nobody. I can only count on myself and my own diligence, my own resilience to be something more. could only count on my own resilience to be something more. So far, the world around me has proven not to really love me. And it's like it's me against the whole world around me. But it's not the word, not the whole world is against me, because there are people amongst them that I don't acknowledge and recognize just yet that could be on the side of truth. It's gonna take some time eventually, but I have to work on myself in order to connect with those people. So, however long I have to stay in my solitude to embody the altitude to fly really high with high frequency beings, I'm gonna take the time to do so, because I want to fly with people who are flying high, not people who see you flying high and want to knock you off because you're flying so high. That's all it is. We're all just learning how to fly. The more we learn who we are, the more we accept who we are, the more we fly. You know, the more we fly, and the more we fly, the more we reach God. Like it's another way of illustrating how ascension occurs. You know, as we fly, we ascending within our being, within our consciousness. Like ascension happens within your being, and as you develop yourself, as you start to accept yourself, as you start to develop your talents and your gifts, you fly higher. And everyone is flying, but some people are not flying as high, and because they're just not they're not going through their manual. They're not taking any time to read through their manual to see, like, how do I increase my flight height. So when they see other people flying, instead of like developing how they could fly higher, they work on developing tools that they can use to try to hook themselves up on whoever it is that's already flying higher, so they could fake themselves going up the ladder with them. But you can't. This is my ladder. This, see this spine, is mine. All right. You can't try to add yourself to my ascension process, to awakening my kundalini energy. Like you can't attach yourself to my awakening. Like, because you're gonna have a rude awakening if you try to attach yourself to my kundalini awakening, because I'm doing the work for myself and you just trying to attach yourself to my work. And it doesn't work like that, you know. When you get too close, God is gonna smack you back down, and then you're gonna resent me. Like, you can't resent me, bro. You're meant to do your own work, to ascend. I don't owe you nothing. And more than ever now, I'm really gonna be very stingy, bro. I'm gonna become very stingy. Not greedy. Not really stingy. I'm just gonna start saying no, because I don't like the word stingy. Sounds like someone who has more than enough and still can't give. Well, I've always given even when I didn't have enough. So what I'm getting right now is just me receiving for everything I've given. So I can't give that away again. I'm too much of a giver, bro. I like giving. I give so much, I forget to give to myself sometimes. But eventually when I turn around, God gives me too. So I never regret what I give. Nope. I don't live in regrets. Nope. I don't regret how I've always showed up for the people in my life. I don't regret anything. Instead, I'm very grateful for everything that I've experienced. And it's not a fake gratitude. I don't know how to show fake gratitude to the universe, because the universe scans my frequency. The universe knows my frequency. The universe knows what I embody. So if I try to lie to the universe, I won't even be able to do it. Like, I can't. I don't know how to, because I don't know how to lie to myself. Even if I haven't had and I haven't been able to acquire the things I want for myself, that doesn't mean I'm not grateful for the fact that I've still been able to survive and live throughout the time of me not being able to acquire what I desire. Like, bro, you gotta be grateful for that too. Not being able to acquire what you desire, because it just could be it could be a protection in disguise. God has been protecting me from something, and I've been able to accept it and say, okay, it's not time yet for me to have what I desire. So I've just been accepting it and just developing the patience to just keep on moving until I could receive what I actually do desire. You know, life is challenging, bro. Life is a challenge. And you gotta learn to drag it by its horns, bro. Because if you don't, it's gonna drag you by your horns. Really, the life will run you through the mud, bro. Unless you have people who genuinely love you. Like, you have people like me in your life, bro. Bro, like, the way I support people that I fuck with is like, bro, I still haven't had anybody like me in my life. I haven't. But this part of me that I'm talking about is someone that I've been developing for a certain amount of. I haven't always been like this. So this part of me that I'm saying, I wish I had someone like me, I'm still developing. So like a year, 2-3 years down the line of me continuously embodying this energy, of course, eventually, whoever I mate with will resonate at my frequency, and they will give to me as much as I give to them. You know, you just have to. It's a game of repetition. You just have to keep on going until it becomes the norm. You know, I'm gonna get to a point of life where people ever been there for me would not feel like a thing that needs to be, you know. Because right now I still contemplate on, damn, like I just said in the video, why is it that people fuck me over? You know, I still feel like people had to be there for me in some way or whatever, but there's gonna come a point where I'm not gonna resonate with thinking that anyone has or had to ever be there for me in life. And it's really just up to how much I knew about being there for myself. So yeah, I pray this message serves whoever listens to it good, and I pray nothing but good things over you, you know, and so do I pray good things over me, you know. So as if you watch my videos, if you ever come up on my videos, when you do come up on my videos, because I know all my videos eventually are gonna have over 1 million views. All my videos on my YouTube channel, they all gonna have over 1 million views in due time. You know, right now they might not be amassing as many views as they should, but once again, it's repetition. The universe wants to see like how long can you hold on to this? Because there's a point where I always started my journey, and I will always put it a pause because of the struggles that I was experiencing. Like, a lot of times I wasn't able to just remain on the frequency of spreading my truth and continuously speaking on how I feel on a daily basis. You know, every day I'm gonna speak, because I don't talk to anyone. So this is my way of talking to people and talking to myself also, because I do listen to myself when I make these videos. So I thank you for watching, and I was about to say, when you come upon my videos, when you watch these videos, please do pray over me, say good things for me, wish me good things. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things for my collective, for my community, for the people who support me, you know. So I thank you, and God be more of you.